Leo. This is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 2nd, 2023. This is for Leo. Leo, should this video cut off due to time constraints on certain platforms, just know we always upload the extended to YouTube. And we typically upload there first. So if you like, share, and subscribe, you'll be notified of when we do. And the link for that's on our page. And this is our last shuffle. Leo, we have hidden motivations and transformation coming out. There's some things you are changing and you're not telling people why it needs to change or what the purposes of that change. The commitment with dark thoughts is that you're looking forward really far ahead on the changes implemented, saying, is this going to work in the future? How is this going to happen? How is this, how is this or that going to, how is that going to impact my life in the future or the lives of others that you care about? And a lot of the reason why you're making these changes is for, if say household, children, family, you're concerned about. Your dark thoughts are about the family, really. What's going to happen to my family or my love life, or am I going to be happy with these changes? If that's not your case, say I'm single, then that would be, how is this going? Am I going to be happy with this later on? You're committed to standing your ground on something. You're waiting until something is right before you. You're waiting just for something to be right before you make a move. Hidden motivations and transformation. Something's changing. It's your motives. It's the intention, your intent behind a lot of things. It's changing for you. Now, we have commitment with Three of Wands, Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and Four of Swords. The thing is like you're standing your ground no matter what. And that's something that Spirit may want you to do. That you're waiting to... you need to read the fine print. Now, on a mundane level, I want to say this, right? With commitment energy, this almost always speaks to, with Page of Pentacles, reading the fine print on paperwork. That's first and foremost. Don't ignore anything. Don't feel peaceful because it's a good agreement. This is like so good, or it could be like getting a new home, because Four of Wands, it speaks of home. Speaks of moving a lot of times too, with Three of Wands connected to that. That would be like you're moving. But like, because this is an expectation to travel, expecting something, right? But they're saying, don't get so caught up in the peace of mind. Like, I'm going to have a peace of mind. This home is great, or this is awesome. Without reading fine print, because they want you to be very aware of what you need to stand your ground on, right? Page of Pentacles usually is about learning something. This is about learning something here. So they are speaking about this, right? You're changing a lot, and it's simply because your motives or intentions have changed. You don't want other people to really know what matters to you the most. A lot of Leos are in this way. A lot of the stereotypes are, they're so open book, right? This is an open book sign. Not necessarily always. It's Leo tells you what they want you to know about them. You don't know everything about a Leo, right? And a lot of times it's the hurts, it's the struggle that they're going through. They don't like to let other people see them sweat. They don't like to be a burden. I am a Leo, so I can speak from that. But I don't like to be a burden. I don't like to... I'm the same way, and I've noticed this of other Leos. I have my father's a Leo. I have a Leo brother-in-law, kind of thing. It's like you continuously see this energy within this sign. So what I'm saying is you're learning so that you can stand your ground, right? But your motives have changed. You don't want other people to know what that is all about, why you're changing your plans, why you're doing what you're doing. They're showing your dark thoughts are, am I going to be happy with this decision as I go in this direction, right? Because something is changing. I want to say this, that dark thoughts a lot of times are not very indicative of like what the future may hold, even though that this is forward thinking, future visualizing kind of energy, because simply you're not sure. You can never really tell what will happen in the future, simply because of the gift of free will that we all possess. Anything can happen. Somebody could choose, Spirit will say this, and then, but they have an option. Should they choose this option, this will happen. Should they choose that, this will happen. And they may choose this or that. And based on that, another person entering in the mix could also make a decision that impacts something else. You're just not sure of what will entail. That's one beautiful thing that we've been given. Although there's a need, you can predict things. We can look at something and say, just based on what's happening now, this is what could definitely occur 99% of the time, or something like that. But we do have this beautiful gift of free will, free agency, right? We are unto ourselves a spirit. So however this goes, they're speaking of you worrying about the future, worrying about whether or not whatever's going to happen is going to make you happy. They're showing that there's a need to see one thing that does need to change is the way that you view a person. This person, loving woman energy, does not have to be a woman. It could be a man in his feminine energy, which is that he's being very passive. And this energy here, it shows that they're acting, or maybe guilt tripping, or acting out of a place of lack. So they may be entitled. A lot of times, Four of Cups can be very entitled. But this may be how you are viewing them, or how they are viewing the world, like the glass is half empty, kind of thing. But it also shows that they need to change the way they view things. But it also shows that you need to change the way you see them. Not necessarily need, right? But there's a change occurring, and this is one of them. Seeing this differently, seeing them differently. The more that you celebrate stand up for yourself, in the sense of, like, I want to celebrate and I want to be happy with my decision, the more that this changes this person's point of view of life, because they are living with a lot of regret. This person that's in your life, right? They're very emotional, and their emotions are skewing their judgment, or skewing the way they see the world. And it's mostly because they're living with a lot of either shame, regret, guilt, or just they're very sad, and something is missing from their life. And it may be you, Leo, but they're also showing that they are defensive because of their sadness. They are they're trying to figure out how to get a peace of mind, how to turn their feelings off, to get zen, within. And so there's a need for them to see things differently, but it almost is seeming as though they want you to focus on what would make you the happiest. Stand up for what you know would make you happy, and make sure you are very aware of all the fine details, because this is going to inspire this person to change their point of view. And it seems like they may be, a lot of it may be that they're sad about what they tried to fill that cup with. Most of the time it's nothing good, whenever you have this energy of sadness or shame or something. Great gratitude with the Star and Two of Swords tells me you're going to be grateful that you're in this, you're focusing on what's going to make you happy, because there's a healing here that it's like something was taken out of your hands, right? You need to be aware. There's an awareness, rather. They want you to stick to this place, that everything happens to you for a reason. And this, especially the things that were out of your control. A lot of times the Two of Swords is out, it was out of my control. Looking back, you may say, well, I had on my Leo rose-colored glasses, and I didn't see XYZ. I had a choice, but I didn't know I had a choice. So basically, in essence, it was out of your control. They're showing here that you've got to be grateful for those moments, and grateful for that, because guess what? Now you're in a better place. You would have always stayed in this chaotic place had certain things not occurred that were out of your control. And this person may feel very guilty about that, and very upset about that. But the beautiful part is that this has kickstarted your healing. Whatever it was that they have done, or whatever has happened, kickstarted your healing. You wouldn't have healed in the way that you have had whatever it was not occur. That's point blank period. They're just throwing this out here because Spirit wants you to be aware, and they also want you to be aware of the fact that you can't think that you won't be happy in the future. You can't allow yourself to focus on not being happy in the future, right? Feeling as though you can expect to be let down. You can expect to only have some of your needs met, not all. That's not true. This is a confirmation that you would be happier if you were aware of all the details and stood your ground on something, especially when it comes to your family life and your household, children even, and so that is what we've got here. I hope this wasn't just scattered all over the place, but this is kind of what I got to read what's here. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Cancer, a Pisces, not Gemini. Sorry, that is channeled, but Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, and also Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. So you could be dealing with the Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. You could be dealing with the look at me, Gemini again. You see how it's going, or an Aquarius, Pisces cusp. You don't have to be dealing with those signs at all, though those signs could be in your chart. All right, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.